Welcome or welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and I'm feeling a little crowded today in this screen, but that's okay. I'm sure you'd rather see the box than me, and this box is actually the newest set out of Bricklink Designer Series 5. Now, this is Adventures in Transylvania, and I'm really happy to have it, mostly because it wasn't supposed to be here till today, but last night, a little after dinner, I decided to check the tracking to make sure it was supposed to be here today. And to my surprise, it said, oh, it's waiting for you outside. So yeah, sure enough, I went outside and here it is. This set is huge. It's got 4,056 pieces. And the minifigures, I'm not so sure. I think there's 10. That's what I could count, but there's no information online right now about it. So that's it. Hey, Will, how's it going? Well, no, I didn't know you bought me a present for the holidays. Oh, this is, I'm very excited to have this set. I love these Bricklink Designer ones. In true Lego fashion, it's going to be as difficult as possible. Okay, I see bag 47 here. Oh, bag 48. Wow, this is definitely going to be a doozy. But I'm excited about starting this. Okay, I always forget. It never comes with instructions. Always just has this card here. I kind of hate it, but whatever. Let's go to Bricklink and download the instructions. So we won't get very far without that. Oh, and meanwhile, I've been meaning to tell you guys this. I got a Lego pen. And yes, it's a Lego pen. It's kind of cheap and quality and everything. But sentimentally, it means a lot. My granddaughter, the last time she was with Mrs. Chip, she said she wanted to buy Grandpa a gift. And that was the gift she chose for Grandpa. So, yeah. All right. We've got a bag of loose or pieces that don't belong in other bags. Another one of those. Any bag that's less than 10, I'm setting aside. Another bag of loose pieces. Wow, another bag of loose pieces, all right. Well, this has got to be bag number 1 because I see the little... Oh, come on, Lego, really? Stickers in a $300 set. That is not pleasing. Okay, let's get a little organized, shall we? Okay, here's bag number 2. And let's go ahead and switch cameras. There we go. John, what's up? All right, well, thanks for being here for a little bit. Hopefully you can come back and see the progress. Progress is his middle name. Anyway, a little bit of Back to the Future there. John, how you doing this morning? Well, those are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And these are only 8s. So do I have some 10s in here? That's a 12. Yeah, slow. So the plan is to go for about an hour and a half today. Look at that. 4 pieces together and we are done. No, I'm just kidding. We got a heck of a long way to go on this one. Oh boy. So today is a lot better than yesterday, guys. Yesterday, I think I told you I could not sleep. Today, I went to bed really early, obviously, because I didn't sleep at all the day before. And man, when I head hit that pillow, I did not have, there's nothing, man. I just went straight to sleep. And John says, not too bad. It's moving along. Awesome. Glad to hear your day's moving along. I did release a city video last night. And that's currently on the channel if you want to check it out. I love when that happens. Nah, 2 hours. You said 2 hours of sleep? Is that what you're saying? I hope not. And another 10. There we go. Okay. Well, let me see. Oh, I messed something up. Let me fix that. See the new photo Portho suggested my name, John the Beagle Dad. Okay, I didn't. No, I did not notice that. Sorry. Not trying to be rude and impolite. Just didn't see it. Yeah, when you first start off these builds, it's slow going. These foundations always take a while, kind of like a woman's face. Yeah, we're going to be doing something a little different with this set this time, because normally I just build it on a live stream. I'm also going to release a video of me speed building this. Oh, all right. Well, the weather hasn't changed around here. It's still darn cold. It's probably going to stay that way because it's hitting those winter months. We're not quite in winter, but yesterday was being out there in the shop, was building the city, was kind of a juggling act, because it was like at one point it was too hot to wear the, well, first I started off being too cold to wear the jacket because the day started off at like 22, 23 degrees. Then as I was doing stuff, it got warm up to 50. And because it's a shop with just wood with metal on it, it conducts the heat. And basically it got hot inside. Well, at 50, it got warm enough to take the jacket off. And then I had the jacket off for a few hours. And then, of course, I was there long enough for nightfall to set in. And boy, as soon as that sun went down, chill came right back in that air. And by the time I finished filming the video, it was below freezing again. It dropped real quick. So it was that. And I had a lot of fun building the city yesterday. And posted that video this morning at midnight. So if you have a minute, I'd appreciate it if you check it out. Worked on the parking garage and worked on setting the outline of where the subway is going to be and some of the shops. Okay, should I be worried? Let's take a second look. Okay, I missed that piece. And let's get some more on here. John says Lego has lots of Formula One. Yeah, they do. Some of it is already being discontinued. So, yeah, if you want to get it, you need to jump on it. Paying the secondary market prices. I don't know Formula One will shoot up like Star Wars and Harry Potter, but they do typically get more expensive because, you know, supply and demand. There's no more supply, so it just starts going up from there. Make sure I got everything. Okay, we're good. So, John, what you got planned for the rest of the day? Oh. Looks like I did something wrong here. Let's fix that. There we go. Is there any update on that government shutdown? I haven't been paying attention. Let's see. Let's go to government shutdown. Day 29. That's just disgusting. Okay. Well, this Sunday is the family dinner. And for those who don't know my family, we all live fairly close to each other. Close enough that we can get together once a month and celebrate any birthday, anniversary, graduation, whatevers. And this coming Sunday is the Sunday for that. Okay, I got them all. Okay. And this one, there's a lot of anxiety as far as I'm concerned for this one, because my dad's going in to have his aortic valve replaced shortly, a couple days after that dinner. And so, yes, I'm naturally concerned. Don't want to say it, but sometimes I think this very well could be his last one. He's in his 80s and he's having his heart valve replaced. So, not exactly a fun time for any of us, especially him. But I'm sure he wants to get that fixed because he's been having a lot of problems with his heart. So bless his heart. And that's something I don't look forward to. I know that usually parents pass away for the children do. And I really enjoyed the time that I've had with my dad, but I lived away from my parents for 25 years because of my wife's military career. So in a large way, I don't feel like I'm ready for him to go because I haven't spent time with him that I really wanted to. But then again, I've got other opportunities that some of my siblings haven't, like my dad going to the same shows that I do for Legos. He goes because of his model railroading hobby. And so none of my other siblings are into Lego or model railroading, so they don't get to see him at these shows like I do. And I've had those times to spend with him. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had a crystal ball and I could see how things are going to play out. Not just in real life, but also in the Lego build. Because sometimes when you're building these and you're in the thick of the weeds, it's like, why am I doing this? And then it's not until way later that it starts really coming together. And it's like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. Okay. Oh, Lego, Lego, Lego. There we go. All right. News the weird story. Let's get to it because I got plenty of those. Okay, this one is entitled Repeat Offender. So I don't know what that means yet. We're going to figure this out together. A business in Greenmont. Oh, no. We did read that one. Okay, sorry, that was yesterday's. Let's move on to the next one. Where's my mouse? Okay, the Aristocrats is what this one's called. And as if the idea of toddlers driving motor vehicles wasn't breathtaking enough, now you can purchase a luxury car for your wee one. Oddity Central reported on October 1st. For the low price of $49,000, your tot can proudly sport a Russian-made scaled-down Mercedes-Benz SL300 with a top speed of 28 miles an hour. The model, popular in the 1950s and 60s, features adjustable leather seats, functional lights, a subwoofer for the kids' refined listening taste. Oh boy. Yeah, someone's going to buy that for their kid. That someone won't be me, but it'll be somebody. So here's the plan. The only set that came in was this one. The other sets in this group did not make it in. They're supposed to be in, they said, by 3:45, and I usually go live at 6 my time. So what I'm thinking is, if the sets get here on time, then we're going to go ahead and do a live stream tonight building a different set. I don't like crossing the streams like Ghostbusters. So if I start a stream off in the morning, I keep it to the morning stream. If I start it at the night, I keep it at night. So, oh boy, I need to figure this out. This is not going in. There it goes. All right, got it. Because I don't like crossing the streams, if I don't get the package today, the other sets that are supposed to be in, I will not do a live stream tonight. But if they do get here in time for the live stream tonight, then you will see a stream pop up fast, and we will go ahead and get that started. And what the heck? I don't think I did this right. And we have a lot to choose from. We could start the Thieves of Tortuga, the Mushroom Village, and actually, let me show you. These are our choices for tonight, assuming they actually make it in, because, you know, it's not like UPS is that reliable. Okay, so I think most likely we'll probably start one of the smaller ones, because I don't stream at night as often. So maybe we'll do like the Popcorn Wagon or the Antique Shop tonight. Started at least. Popcorn Wagon will probably finish in one setting, but one stream. But the Antique Shop, no, we wouldn't. So, yeah. My order is still in review. Shaking my head. Now, sorry, man. Are you in the States? Because that might explain it. Because I know that they were saying that the States is getting a little bit earlier than everybody else. And what'd you get, by the way? Which ones did you purchase? Okay. The Pennsylvania. I know which one you meant. You meant this one here. The Transylvania. Or you're in Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah, you should. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you should. It should be on its way. Again, I'm just double checking, making sure that I've got everything. Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. Oh boy, this one looks fun. There's nothing to hold that one on. It's just there. Nice. Okay, well. Adventure Transylvania, I use gift cards and a debit card, so I think they're having an issue processing it. Very frustrating. Yeah, that is. I kind of wish. Okay, so I'm just going to have an unpopular opinion here because I'm going to speak out against Lego for a second here. The thing I don't like about these sets is how Lego keeps doing it the same way over and over. And what I mean by that is how they keep doing the crowdfunding and waiting to see if enough people order it. I mean, come on. By this point, these things sell out within 24 hours. Lego knows these things are going to sell. So I really think it's just stupid for them to keep crowdfunding these things. They should produce them and just be like, oh, hey, look what we got for sale. Go on the website, buy it before it's out, and then let it sell out because they know it's going to at this point. And then we wouldn't have to wait the 4 to 6, 8 months sometimes before you actually get it. And I'm also unsure how this happened, but I saw a YouTuber who is sponsored by Lego, and somehow he's had his review up for months about this set. So they gave him an advanced copy of it, like way in advance. So I feel like it could have been ready a lot sooner. Okay, again, I'm just checking to make sure I have everything. Okay, I do. Cool. I like the fall colors they went with on this. I think it's a really, really nice touch. Not that I want to stay on the subject for too long, but I do want you guys to know I am not sponsored by Lego in any sort of way. In fact, I'm not going to get into detail here, but I can tell you that my past interactions directly with the company have been negative. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, Lego's not interested at all in anything I'm doing. But also because I do fund my own purchases instead of having them given to me, you're not going to see me buy $1,000 Death Star and blow smoke up your behind trying to tell you how great of a set it is at $1,000 and all that crap. That one really pissed me off because I only saw one video from a Lego ambassador that actually said it how it was and said, this set is crap. Everybody else, oh, what a wonderful set. Well, yeah, if you're getting $1,000 set for free, I think I would find it really good too. I mean, why not, right? I mean, you're not paying for it. No skin off your nose. But it hits differently when you got to shell out your own $1,000 to get it. It hits a whole lot differently. I called 6 different times. They just keep saying everything looks good. So why isn't it me? That's a really good question. And you know what? I wish I had the answer for you, because I know how frustrating that can be. I had an issue with Lego several years ago. Back when the Death Star 2 came out, they shipped me, and I ordered a Star Destroyer. I think it's set number 10030. I bought that and the Death Star at the same time, and they end up shipping me 2 Star Destroyers. And getting Lego to fix that problem, oh my gosh, I must have got every single employee who was just having a bad day right in a row, because first they told me that no way they made that mistake because they weigh them. I don't know what to tell you. That's what I got. So, I mean, I'm not lying. So, and then they wanted me to ship it back, and it's so expensive to ship it. I was like, you guys got to pay the return shipping. They wanted to argue about that. Later on, they did ship it. They did pay for the shipping. It got back, and I waited about 2 weeks. And I kept calling them saying, hey, I know you got it. So I checked the tracking, and, oh, we need time to review it to make sure that what you say is in there is in there. Do you really think I would mess with the box? So anyway, it took a long time, and eventually I got my money back. And by the time I was done with it, I was so frustrated with them. And I feel bad because I go on other people like Facebook, and people are always saying how great Lego customer service is. And I admit I've had great customer service experiences with Lego. I have, but I've also had some real doozies. And so they're not always on the game and on the ball, or whatever you want to say. Sometimes they're just like anybody else. They have a bad day, and well, they'll let you know. Well, I hope your situation gets worked out soon. Rob Veneer. Okay, yeah, I hope it gets worked out. And I hope you get a Lego representative that's on the ball that day and not upset with something. I'm not going to say what company this is, but sometimes I could be a little too blunt. And I got myself in trouble with that a while back. I had a customer service rep that was really just being a tirade to me. And it was a female, and she was really, and it's been a few years back. I probably wouldn't say this today, but really just being a tirade with me. And I just finally asked a question. I'm like, did you have an argument with your significant other before you walked out the door today? And she started crying. And I was like, oh, damn, I hit the mark. Thanks. I hope so, too. Was looking forward to having it done for Halloween, but hopefully it arrives someday soon. Yeah. I don't know. I've never had the experience with Lego where I needed to escalate it, because I've always just talked to the first lower level person who answers the phone. And I'm not trying to call. I say that delicately because I'm not meaning anything by it. I just mean their job title, not their value as a human being. Oh shoot, that's awesome. Okay, so we're sticking a skeleton, like looks like it's gonna be underneath the building. I've never had to escalate things with Lego. I've always just taken care of it at the lowest level because usually that works. But from the sounds of it, sounds like you may need to escalate this one. Okay, so they gave us, this is weird. They gave us a tombstone and there is no place to put said tombstone. I'm going to double check to make sure I didn't just rush through this somehow. Oh, okay. You can change. You can put two different. Okay. The instructions say use either one. Okay. Well, I made my decision, so I used the stickered one. Okay, we're on to bag 4, everybody. Well, I am happy about Bricklink. So for those who don't know me, and even if you do know me, just to give you guys a little bit of an update, things have been really crazy around here because the latest craziness has been the government shutdown for my family. That's why I keep mentioning it, because my wife is a federal employee and I used to be a federal employee. And my last day was September 30th, so I got my paycheck. But then the secondary check they're supposed to give you is the payout of all your vacation. And that, because it falls on new fiscal year, I have not gotten it, and I won't get it until the government shutdown's over. So they owe me some money, and I ain't getting it. So it's been a little rough, and, because my wife's not getting paid either. Things are really rough. And so that's why it's not necessarily political for me. I'm not trying to make a political statement when I mention the shutdown. I'm talking about my personal finances and how much it's hurting. And that's what's bothering me. So I hope you guys understand. I don't mind talking politics a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I don't want to talk about it. Just because I respect the fact that we are a divided country when it comes to that, and I never want to alienate anybody. And I also understand that people don't come here for political commentary; they come here to enjoy a Lego set, and they come here to relax. And so I try not to bring up those things very often at all. But when it comes to the shutdown, I will be bringing it up, not politically in a political way, but hey, I can't believe this is still happening and it sucks for me kind of way. Because to be honest, it does suck to, my wife still has to work and she's not getting paid. And she gets upset sometimes because she's like, why am I going to work? I'm not getting paid right now. And I keep reminding her that the government's always gone back and paid the employees for their time whenever this has happened. But she's just upset that she still has to go to work and pretend like everything's okay, which I understand. I wouldn't. If I was in her shoes, I imagine I wouldn't. That's not something I'd want to do either. Again, I'm not talking about the politics of it. I'm talking about the real life effect of what it's done for my family. Jennifer Jones, how you doing? It's been a while, and I think correct me if I'm wrong, Jennifer Jones, but I think you found my channel through Bricklink because you ordered off of me, and I sent a little flyer thing in there. How you been? It's been a minute, but yeah. How you been? As always, I'm great. I'm wonderful, and everyone likes me. Good, man. So what you been up to? Are you building mocks still, or taking a break? There is a slight problem here. Oh, there it is. Good. I was going to say, don't tell me I already have a missing piece. I would be just frustrated. Just made it. Oh, cool. Cool. Do you post any of your creations on like Instagram or anything, or Facebook, or is that just something you do? And I mean, I'm just asking because if you have pictures of your creations, I'd love to see them. And if you do, please tell us where you post those pictures, and I would be more than happy to check that out. I think that'd be pretty cool. I love checking out other people's creations, Lego creations, because there's so many talented people out there. And yeah, I just think it's cool. There's one gal, I'm trying to remember her channel name. I know she's in Virginia because I remember hearing one of her videos. She said that, and I used to live in Virginia, so that caught my attention when I heard her say that. Anyway, really just goes like that? Seriously? Really? And I love seeing her. She has a Lego City as well, like I do. And I love seeing her updates. In fact, I just watched one of her update videos yesterday. So, oh yeah, I think I remember. It's for Bricks and Giggles is her channel, something like that. Bricks and Giggles, or four Bricks for Giggles, something like that. Well, I don't, but my son does a YouTube. He only has one thing, a World War II mock. The channel name is Mr. Jones. Okay. Mr. Jones is awesome. Okay. Well, I'll check that out. I love World War II, by the way. Not that people died, but because of the history of it. In fact, if it wasn't so far away in another bedroom and I wasn't doing a live stream, I would I would show you my book collection on World War II. That's a huge subject with me. One of my grandfathers fought in World War II. And so, yeah. Okay, something ain't right because I have this extra piece and I shouldn't have an extra piece this large. So let's see where I missed that real quick. Okay, so I got that one on there. Okay, so where did I go wrong here? Because in this little section here, is this supposed to be? So see, Lego is not that. They're not that clear on this. Oh, right here. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I don't know if Facebook still allows this, but it used to be before that you could post on my business page. It's also called the Chip Off the Old Block Toys. And if you're comfortable with posting a picture of your pirate ship on there, I don't know if it still allows it, but it used to. I used to have people post on there pretty regularly. I haven't seen anything in ages. Of course, I kind of let that fall off the map. I'm not really doing much with Facebook anymore, and that is for political reasons. It just seems like on Facebook, I don't care what you post, somebody makes it political, and I'm just so sick of it. The nasty environment. Not everything's political, man. If I want to sit down at Thanksgiving dinner with my family, I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to talk politics. I don't care. All right, so we have 2 minifigures here that started off, and I think there's 10 with this set. So and yes, I brought that up on purpose. I've got a sister-in-law, my wife's sister. What should we call her? Because I don't want to use her real name. Let's call her Lisa. That's not her real name. And hopefully I get the name right because I just made up one. Lisa is just unbearable. Every single Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, she wants to tell us how the world should be and how we should be living our lives. And then you look at her and it's like, you're not doing that stuff. Because I remember, I started college late in my life. Well, I started early, quit, and then went back way later. That's the real story. And I graduated college when I was 30. What year was that? I was 32 when I got done with college. And I remember she gave me so much crap about it because she's significantly younger than I am. She's something like 12 years younger. And I remember, or no, she's 40 now. So she's 10 years younger than me. Sorry, I'm getting caught up in the details. Anyway, she used to just always, oh, you're going to amount to nothing. I mean, you look at this, you're how old? You haven't even finished college and all this stuff. And the reason I took a while to go through college is I didn't want to do student loans. So I was on the pay-as-you-go program. And the pay-as-you-go program's slow. But it works. It works wonders, in fact. So I did that, and I got done at the age of 32. And her sister has taken out so much. I think she owes $300,000 in student loans. And she just barely graduated this year at the age of 40. But I was a loser for graduating at the age of 32. So, yeah. And she makes every dinner unbearable. I mean, she when Mrs. Chip and I had that house built for us in Layton, Utah, that brand new house that we were in, her sister was, oh, do you know the impact on the environment? You can't do it. I won't allow it. And it's like, I already put $52,000 on the house to have it built, a deposit, and they already started. So you won't have any influence here. And by the way, I don't see you living in a cardboard box somewhere. So you're just as guilty as I am for certain things like carbon footprint, as she likes to say. Anyway, don't mean to get political. I'm just saying people like that, you know, they should be happy for me that I finally got in a place in life where I could afford a nice new home. And instead, she's not happy for me. I'm a pig and everything else because of what I'm doing to the environment. Speaking of that word, pig, let me tell you something that was not my finest hour, but one of my best comebacks I ever came up with. I don't remember the situation. I just remember her sister, Lisa, she made the comment once that I was such a pig. And everyone just kind of, and it was at a family dinner, and everyone was sitting there tense because she threw that out there. She's like, oh, you're such a pig. And I wanted to have a comeback. And so, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you guys what I said, but it was funny. I told her sister, I said, it's not so bad being a pig, especially when it comes time for her to pull the pork. And then I pointed to my wife because she was sitting at the table. My wife turned red, but everybody else at the table just started busting up laughing. And yes, that was a sexual thing that I said, but it was one of the best comebacks I ever had because she was being so insufferable that day. And her sister turned real red. And then the only thing she could say after that is, well, I'm not talking to you. And I'm like, well, I really didn't want to talk to you either. So we're good. Don't need to talk to you. So anyway, I don't have to see her very often because I'm up in Idaho. My wife's family, they're in Idaho as well, but most of them are in Ohio. And her sister lives out in California, the one I was just talking about. So, and what I call her, Lisa? Yeah, Lisa's out in California. Well, boy, I just barely get this together and I tear it apart. So yeah, but yeah, just I'll get off that subject. Sorry. Okay, so this is bags 1 through 5 so far. Let's find bag 6 and keep going. Here's bag 6. Yes, this is let me see. I'll show you here in a second. This is the Bricklink Designer set. Was just released. No, not that. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I can't control these electronics that well. Okay. Here we go. This is one of the Bricklink Designer sets. It just came in the mail yesterday. It was here a day early, and usually the saying is a day late and $1 short, but it was a day early, and I don't know what the other one is. $1 less, or no, $1 more because it's at $1 short. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. Noah. Sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking there. How you doing? It finally came in. Yes. Yes, I did. The one Series 6 that I think it was October the 6th or something like that. I can't remember the date. But yes, the most current ones I did order. I ordered all of them. And I'll just repeat this because I said this earlier, and I know people are coming and going in and out of the stream. What I'm going to do is we're going to build this on live stream like this. Take our time, have a conversation, and then I'm also going to do another video where I am going to build this using a time lapse, a speed build. So it's going to be both. We're gonna do both, and then of course after I'm done building it, we'll do a review of it. And I've heard some criticism about me doing the reviews on this set because one person, I don't know what the problem was, but they were like, "Oh, you're just flexing because you got one and I didn't." And it's like, no, I'm not flexing. I enjoy Lego and that's why I buy it. I'm not sponsored by Lego, so this is my own money. So, yeah. Anyway, the reason I do reviews on these sets, even though you can't buy them on the first-hand market anymore, is because on the second-hand market, these things are way more expensive than they are when you buy them from Lego directly. And so I feel that an honest review from somebody who's not sponsored by Lego is far more important after the set's already been released, because if you're going to drop money on this, you're going to pay more than the original price. And I want to give you the most honest review that I can on this so that you're not wasting your money. Because honestly, only you can decide whether you feel it's a great value or not. And if I can help tell you, because I'm not sponsored, that, hey, this one's actually a good one to get, and you can see the ins and outs of it before you buy it from someone who's not being influenced for their opinion with money, then I feel like I've done my job. Yeah, it is a great, it is a great set. I love all of these. I have not been able to keep up buying all of them, but I have purchased a good number of them. There's one that I didn't get that still bothers me till today, and that's there was like a train station one a couple series ago, and that one was just fantastic. And I was in a point there that was right after I got laid off from the hospital, and so I just could not buy it. So and I've checked the secondary market, and it's going for over double what I originally went for. So that's not something that I'm going to invest in. What? Can you guys hear me? Your browser has blocked your screen. Click. Okay. I don't know what was going on. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I got an error message there. I don't know. This technology sometimes. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Game Master. And can you guys see me now? Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that cleared up, because it was becoming like a bad case of teenage acne. Needed to be cleared up. I need to organize my Lego sets, but that's going to be a very long project. I don't know when the heck I'll ever get to that. But I like getting to the spot, because right here, yeah, no, you're right. People that actually get mad at you for reviewing something you like are insufferable people. They're just hating to hate. Yeah, and actually, she was. I didn't delete her comment. It's there still. She was. Oh, I don't even see why it's worth it. It was just like, I was like, well, good morning to you too, ma'am. I once worked with a guy, Richard, who, if you said something instead of like what I said, good morning to you, ma'am, too, his saying is he liked to say, good night, like telling you to shut up. I love that old man. He passed away, but yeah, I worked with him at Discover Card. They must not realize you're excited to get something you spent your own money on waiting 6 months for. And see, thank you for saying that, because that's exactly what I was trying to say earlier, is that I'm not trying to be conceited or anything, but I'm not sponsored by Lego. So when I buy these sets, this is my money. You might want to try A Few Days Vertical. What are you talking about? Is that a movie? What is that? Here we go. Here's this figure. I'm very proud of the fact that I'm not sponsored by Lego. At first I was bummed by it because I did ask them and they said no. And at first I was bummed, and then I realized, you know what? I can do something that other people can't, because if I'm not getting paid from Lego, I can give me an honest opinion, and they can never decide to quit funding me or giving me free sets, or what would you call that? Getting support from them? Yeah, they can never take away support because I never had it. So that's number one. Number two, my opinion is going to be honest because I don't care. They can't do anything to me. And also, by doing the reviews the way that I am, I've been collecting Lego for, 45 years. And so a lot of these content creators with Lego, they can't give you a comprehensive history of the sets because Lego just sends them out the latest set. And if they haven't been collecting for a very long time, there is nothing to go, no reference point. And if you look at my stuff, like I did the Arkham Asylum review just a couple days ago, I have the original Arkham Asylum from 2006, nearly 20 years ago. And I pulled it out of my storage, built it, and I compared the brand new Arkham Asylum right next to the old one. And I've done that with the X-Wings. I've done that with several of the sets. And because people only get the one from Lego and that's it, you just get the new one. There's no comparison. So I like the way I do it. I'm not trying to brag. I just like the way I do it. And so, and I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys like the comparisons that I do. There's nothing I can compare this to. So the review is just going to be the set, but yeah, I try really hard to give you guys something that you're not getting somewhere else. They want to imitate TikTok. Well, yeah, you know what, John, I can really see that because the videos I see, and okay, I'll try not to stay on this too long because this is a pet peeve of mine, and we're kind of here talking about it. One of the things that I really hate about any of the Lego sponsored videos, and I mean hate, and I don't hate too much, they're so scripted. Watch these videos. I subscribe to about 5 or 6 of the Lego sponsored people, ambassadors, that's what they call them. And if you look at their videos, their thumbnails look almost so. I mean, you line up the thumbnails to the 5 or 6 videos, and they look about the same. Okay. And if you look at their talking points, what they talk about, how awesome and exciting this set is, the fake enthusiasm, they all have it. They all have the fake enthusiasm. They all have the same talking points. It's as if Lego sends them the set along with a little booklet on here. This is what we want you to say on your video. And I wouldn't be surprised if I learned that was true. So anyway, that's what I don't like about those videos. And I really got sick to my stomach when I saw the $1,000 Death Star and all those people talking about how great of a set it is. And I'm like, it is not great. It is crap. And I'm sorry, I probably can go on all day. I'll stop there. Yeah, no, that's not your personality. No, I'm honest to a fault. And that's something that, I'll be honest, creates problems sometimes between me and Miss Chip. Because she'll ask for my opinion, and I've told her before that I don't normally give my opinion too much. Doing YouTube's weird for me because I really don't, in my personal life, I don't really give too much advice to people. I figure most people are adults. They could figure it out on their own. They don't need my advice. But I've always warned Miss Chip, don't ask for my advice unless you want it. Because you're probably going to hear something you're not going to want to hear, because I'm not the kind of person or the friend who is going to be like, oh, you're fine. Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, you did something really stupid. Oh, poor you. No. That's not me. I'll be like, I'll tell them that was stupid. And I don't care who you are. I will tell you if you're being stupid. Okay. This is not lining up. Oh. Wait. There we go. Now it's lining up. Okay. Enzo, thank you for the dog hair already. They just sold you a bunch of minifigures with a yes. Yeah. I'd love to see the surface Death Star and the trench run rather than that the whole Death Star. Yeah, the trench run, I've seen some mocks out there of the trench run, and they are just absolutely breathtaking. There was one that a guy did that used over 500,000, 500,000 pieces. And I think I saw it on Beyond the Brick, if I remember right. I don't quote me on that though. Where I saw it, it was on YouTube. I know that. I just can't remember whose channel. And anyway, it was really, really cool. And I just love people's creations like that. That's why earlier I was asking if Jennifer Jones wanted to post pictures of her creations, because I love it. It's just something that if you've got your own uniqueness, your own style and flavor to things, and I like seeing it, no matter who you are. So anyway, that's how I am, and my ex-girlfriend didn't like that at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm a nice guy, and I'll help you out any way I can, but please don't ask me questions that you don't want the answer to, because you're gonna get the answer you don't want. But I've been married to Miss Chip for it'll be 29 years in December, so we're almost 29 years, yeah. And she's gotten to the point now where it's not as much of a problem in our relationship, because she's come to expect it. And in fact, sometimes when she calls me with problems that she wants to figure out, she'll actually tell me, I'm so glad that you're just going to tell me how it is right now. And I will. And the other day, I'm not going to get into the situation, but she was really upset about some stuff and it's going on at work. And I just told her, I was very blunt and said, hey, look, what about ready to say does not take away how much it sucks right now, what you're going through. I said, however, I can say that you have two choices. You can try to stand up to it, and you're probably going to get run over, or you can just roll with the punches and do your best to adjust as things come. And that's the kind of advice I'll give, because that's what the situation is. I mean, you can't control it. A lot of times we can't control what's going on, so we just have to kind of figure out how to deal with it, or try to stand up to it. And maybe you're successful, and maybe you just take a big beating. In fact, I know a lady from Great Britain. Her name is Pauline, and I grew up with Pauline. She was like a second mom to me. She was one of my friend's moms. She was really nice. She's now become an author, by the way. I don't know how much her book sells or anything. I never kept up with that. And I'm missing. I've got two guns here, and we didn't use either one. So I'm figuring that maybe some. Oh, it goes with the minifigure. Okay. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Pauline's from Great Britain. She immigrated here years ago, got married. She's now a U.S. citizen. Pauline is really, really just a cool lady. And the reason I like talking to Pauline is Pauline. She's a nice woman, but oh, she is brutal. I mean, she's actually told me, because I've known her. I knew her in high school, and I remember very clearly in high school. I'm not going to say what happened, but I did something really dumb and I got in trouble, and it involved the police. I was 15 years old, and I remember telling Pauline and trying to act like I was the victim. And Pauline just looked at me and she goes, "You know, you were being a dumbass." And I was just like, yeah, you're right, Pauline. I was definitely being a dumbass. It's because a lot of times people just don't want actual advice, and when they do get it, they just get upset. Yeah, they do. And I still keep in touch with Pauline, by the way. I usually call her on Mother's Day, bare minimum. I'm not in contact with her like I used to be, because she used to live in the same neighborhood that I lived in. So my contact with her back then was almost daily. Why is this? Oh, there it goes. It didn't want to fit. Looks like we're building more stairs. That's my guess. Yeah, so I was building the city out there in the shop yesterday, and that's actually my most favorite thing to do, is to build the shop or build the city out there. I've been building cities almost my whole entire life, Lego cities. And whenever I get a moment to work on it, it's just, that's my happy place. So it was fun yesterday because I was out there almost all day building it. And oh, good Lord, I am tired. What happened? I actually slept good last night. I did not sleep good the night before. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're building a staircase here. Definitely are. Okay, I don't see how this connects to anything, though. I mean, it just kind of sits here. Is that right? Did I miss something? Oh, I see how it goes now. Okay, it does connect. All right, cool. Oh, too far. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, we need 6. Okay. So we got to do like 2 little, like I don't know, pillars. Well, I am going to build this tomorrow morning as well. And like I said, if the other sets arrive today, then
we will be doing a live stream tonight of one of the other sets. And like I said, I don't cross streams like Ghostbusters. So what I start in the morning stays in the morning, and when I start in the evening stays in the evening stream. So hopefully it does arrive and we can do a live stream tonight. If not, we will do one tomorrow morning, part 2 of this. And I did order all of the sets for Series 5, so we'll be doing these sort of live streams for a while until they're done. And we'll be also doing review videos. And like I said, this time I'm going to do something different. I'm also going to do the speed build of this. So you'll be able to see it on live stream if you want, and you can see it on speed build if you want, and then you can see a review if you want. Well, the kittens are awake, everybody. My son got a couple new kittens a little over a week ago, and boy, they are rambunctious. They're also stinking cute. Enzo's just dead to the world over there. Yeah, he was hanging out with me yesterday all day in the shop. And that's one of the reasons I really do like this dog, though, is that I don't really have to do much to keep him happy. Just as long as he's able to hang out with me most of the time, he is totally, absolutely cool with that. So, you know, I go out to the shop and just hang out all day. He's more than happy to be there with me. And that was definitely our day yesterday. And I will tell you guys, so on a personal level, I've been working on a few things. I've been working on weight loss. I've been working on no energy drinks, breaking that cycle. And I had my last energy drink the day before my birthday in June. And I have not had another energy drink since. I'm done with them. And since June and now that we're almost into November, I would say I think that's going to hold. And I'm very, very proud of being able to knock that habit out of the park. Because I'll tell you what, energy drinks are okay, but when you get to them to the point where I was doing them, it was certainly an addiction and needed to go. So, and not only that, I feel a lot better actually since doing that. Okay. Oh, I was going to say they don't give those tiles extra, but I found where it goes. But yeah, no energy drinks for me since July. So June, July, August, September, October, November. 5 months almost, not quite. Okay, bag number 9. I did not have time to lay this out before, and usually I do. Usually I lay out my builds. Here's bag number 9. Okay, so we're going to do another minifigure. She's got glasses. Oh, she's got a book too. Cool. Well, let's get her book. Mr. Cajun Yeti. How you doing, buddy? Sighted Cajun. It came a day early. They said the tracking, it was supposed to be here today, but when I checked last night after dinner, this was sitting outside my door. So I cannot complain, and if I did, no one would listen, so don't worry about it. Okay, I don't like this. They're having me guess. And I don't guess very well. How is your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is where you're at? Oh, I see where it goes now. What's up, party people? Yeti's in the house. All right. Well, we're getting this done slowly but surely. I did not do that right. There we go. Well, after this, I need to put together a very large Bricklink order. It has over 1,000 pieces to it. But I'm very grateful for said order because, like I was saying, the government shutdown has affected my family very much because my wife's a federal employee and, well, I used to be a federal employee and they owe me my vacation payout that I'm not going to get until this nonsense goes away. So having a big old Lego order is an absolute blessing right now. But yeah, count on part 2 tomorrow morning on this. And then tonight, if the rest of the order comes in, I will go ahead and do a stream tonight and we'll probably build the popcorn wagon. Again, I'm assuming that it comes in. If it doesn't come in, I obviously can't do it, but that's the plan. And even though I'm going to be doing these sets I'm also going to be working on my city as well in my spare time, and we will have another city update video for you. We released one this morning. We'll release another one every Wednesday, actually, as much as possible. So if you didn't have an opportunity to watch my city update video, please watch it. I would certainly appreciate it. All right, we're going to do one more bag after this one, and that'll be bag number 10, and we will call it a end of a stream. I would say at night, but I'm planning on coming back tonight, so can't call it a night. Okay, so it's kind of like a little library here. We've got a bookcase right here, and then we've got some sort of scroll there, and some decorated window here. So it's looking pretty good. Cliff, how you doing? I hope you're doing better, Cliff. How's the family? All right, news of the weird. Let's do a story. It's been a bit. Okay, this one is just called Bright Idea. And the madness here is Stephen Markham of Stanton, Kentucky is in hot water for his choice of Halloween decorations. Oh, I think I heard this one on the regular news. Police were called to Markham's residence October 4th, where they found 5 bodies, in quotation marks, in trash bags with labels on them. Yes, I do remember this story now that yeah. Okay. The labels were district judge, mayor, CIS, CA, and zoning manager. Okay, somebody's got an axe to grind here. Ouch, that's crazy. Markham has reportedly had an ongoing dispute with the city over failing to hook up legal water, sewer, and electrical services. Threatening decorations were erected sometime after September 30th. Court hearing says about these violations. Markham was charged with intimidating a witness in the legal process and third-degree terroristic threatening. Yeah, you can't do that. And I don't want another case of the killdozer, because the killdozer was kind of over the same thing about city and zoning and sewer stuff, hookups to the city stuff. Anyway, I got one more bag I'm going to do today. And that is the caveat that I can find it quickly. There it is. All right, so this is going to be our last bag for this stream right here. And we might do another News of the Weird. We'll see. I love the colors they're using on this and the architecture on this. This is actually a really beautiful set, and it's well done. Of course, I've collected all of the well, not all of them, but a lot of these Bricklink Designer ones, and I don't think I've come across one yet that I thought, oh man, that was crazy, it was stupid. No, they've all been very well done. So I really appreciate this. Oh, so I guess this is kind of like a dungeon, a jail cell. Okay. Okay, this does not. Oh, because I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, now it makes sense. Lego is not outlining the pieces anymore of the new pieces. You kind of just have to look at the instructions and kind of guess. I don't like that. It makes the building experience much tougher. I love the staircase, how it's like not straight and it's working its way up there. It's a really nice touch to this set. Okay, so that's right here is bags 1 through 10. so far, it's looking good. We have, of course, the foundation with some leaves, some random plant life. We do have a tombstone here. And we've got this, like I said, this beautiful staircase, which is winding its way up. And then we've got a little area here. And I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh, it looks like some sort of, I don't know, fountain. And then, I don't know, a little archway here. We've got a library here. We've got a dungeon complete with a skeleton underneath here and a mouse underneath here. So this completes right now this stream, bags 1 through 10. We will continue this tomorrow, same time. So hope you guys can join me. And also, like I said, if the other sets come in, we will do a stream tonight. Also, don't forget, I did release a city update video this morning. So if you would go watch that. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other. And I'll catch you on my next video.